Hey everyone, we have pretty exciting news. We have our Colourate Black Friday sale. 25% off all inventory. Look here for my code. Hey everyone, it's Jody from Jody's Art. I'm coming to you from my garage in Phoenix, Arizona. As you can see, it's a mess. This is real life, guys. This is actually how I make my art in this messy room. But anyway, it is the holiday season, and I know a lot of us are trying to get ideas. What should we do? What can we give as gifts? What can we possibly sell? And so I'm just going to go over a few quick things with you guys today, give you some ideas on how to do some really cool coasters, make some really cool jewelry. I give this stuff out as presents. I work in an industry where I have clients, so I'll give them a bunch of coasters, I'll give them some necklaces, some of the women, and it's fun, and people really appreciate this. So after this little short video of me showing you how to make a pendant, I have some of the coasters that I did, and I'll speed those up. These are blooms. And then I did some really cool swipes. Now, you might be able to see there's a little bit of sinking. It's not cracked. That's okay, because these babies are going to get resined and you will never see it. I love that. Again, more. These are really cool. These are interference colors. Again, we don't have to worry about the sinking because it will take it away. So, I'll show you how to make those real quick when we're done. But first, let's get to jewelry, right? So, how do we do it? Well, I particularly, as I'm on the struggle bus over here. Hello. This is what I do. I actually take a piece of parchment paper and I put like 4, 5, 6 different swipes on it, however you want to do it. I put it on my spinner and then I let it dry. So I have a ton of paint skins to choose from. So one of the things that I wanted to mention to you guys is that we can buy a lot of these trays from Amazon, but you have to be careful because some of them aren't as deep. The tray, the receiving part, isn't as deep as others. So I know with these particular trays, if I get a thick piece of paint skin, it's not going to work. It's going to pop the glass right off on the top and it's not going to seal it. So since I'm working with these today, I'm going to have to find something that I think is particularly thin. So I just go around and I take a look, and I have some really thin stuff over here, I'm just going to go for the easiest one. Yep. So do I want to leave this? No, I'm going to cut this out. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. All right. So I'm going to cut this right here. Just this little piece. I'm going to cut this little piece right here. Look how many I have to choose from. What I actually do with these too, just by way of information, is I have some coming to me, I think today or tomorrow, and they're earrings, bracelets, and a necklace. So since I have a lot of one of these, I can do all 3 of those. So let's put this mess aside. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I am going to find where I want to put what part of the skin. So one of the easiest ways to do this is you're going to take the glass part of it, and we're going to take you down here now where we can see things a little bit better. And I kind of take this and it magnifies whatever is on here, so you can kind of move it around and see what you think is cool. Here we have silver and the red, and I think I like this right here. So I do this on a cutting board, so I don't cut my painting table. And usually I do it with an X-Acto knife, but since nothing is safe in my house, it seems that my husband may have run away with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be very careful when you're doing this. Let's not get cut on camera, Jody. And you're going to go right down the sides of the skin, like that. And I can clean this up later. The X-Acto knife actually works a little bit better, but I wanted to get this video out for you guys. So here we go. Probably could be on the world's most dangerous videos right now. And here we go. Again, across. Take this off. And here we go. We have a nice little skin right here. This is going to be real pretty. The next thing I want to do is this particular set of jewelry comes with 3 different gold, rose gold, or silver. So I'm going to pick the silver, obviously, because we have silver here. And when I put this down, I can see already that that's a little too big, which is okay. So we're going to take this. I'm just going to clean this up just a little bit. Don't do too much because you can't put it back. Do I want the silver on the top or on the bottom? Yeah, I think I like it on the top. Still need just a teeny bit more here. Tiny, tiny, tiny bit. Okay. As you can see, that's going to just one more tiny snap. It's hard because you don't want to take too much off. And this should do it. And it does. Okay. So now we have our paint skin. I'm going to take that out and put it aside. Let's take all this out too. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to buy this Gorilla Glue. And you want to buy the one that has the brush on it, because it's going to make your life easier, and that's what we like. This is so simple, guys. We'll be done with this in no time. So you're going to hold it down and you're just going to lightly brush the glue on. I try not to put too much on there because I don't want it to rise up onto the paint skin if I push too much on there. This right here is almost close to too much, so I can drag and pick some of that up. Okay. That should be okay. Next thing we're gonna do, the paint skin. We decided we're gonna put the silver down first. So here we go, we're gonna lay this down. Now you can get it a tool if you want to, whatever floats your boat. I like using these little Colourate spoons. And I push it down, especially on the sides like that. Now, even if you have a little teeny space here or here, that is okay because you're not going to see it once you put the glass on. You want to push this down. I like to go down the sides like this. Push that down there. And try not to get glue on your hands like I do all the time. So right here, there's just a teeny bit extra. I'm gonna go here. You're not ever supposed to put the knife towards you. See how it's nerve? Okay, here we go. We have the first part of it. Simple. Next, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get this. This is on Amazon. I don't have an Amazon store, so you have to just put in Diamond Glaze. This is fantastic. It always clears, it always dries nice and clear. This is like a nice lacquer finish. So, put this off. And I don't wanna put too much on because I don't wanna put bubbles. So what I tend to do is I just take and put little dots down the middle like this. Now you're gonna take your glass, you're gonna line it up, and you're gonna push it right on there. That's what I'm talking about. So little came out. And you wanna make sure there's no bubbles in here, so just keep this pressed. Taking a look, there's no bubbles in here right now. For a second or two. This is really cool, isn't it? And just like that, right? I'll bring it back up for a second. this comes with this. You can get something if you if you want it to be a little nicer, you can get another type of chain. You just keep pushing that down for like the next minute. Check it, and if you see a bubble, press it down again. Ooh, look at me, butterfingers. Here we go. And here we go. Just like that. Now this is Milky Way, and I believe this is Hot Cinnamon by Colourate. Just these two colors together. There's a lot of shimmer in here. You can't really see it in the camera, but there is, and here we go. So you can make earrings, you can make bracelets, you can make things that can match that. So really simple. What you want to do is you want to go onto Amazon or Etsy. Sorry for my hand. And you want to go on there and you want to just type in jewelry trays, and it will come up with different shapes. I suggest starting with the simpler ones first. You can save your paint skins too, just when you're painting. No matter what type of painting you're doing, you can save those as well. And yeah, that's about it. So let's get into those quick coasters. I did want to tell you that you also can, oh, here there, for your coasters, you don't need to stress about the backs of them, because after I resin these, right, the only thing that you have to make sure of, this one, I go back, if you're giving them for gifts, it depends on how picky your friends are. If you're a perfectionist, you want to go back and you want to just paint this white, right? Just takes a second. I was more on the black. I tried to do it, and that's actually pretty good. You're just gonna put that on there. If there's anything that's showing, you can put a little black on there as well. If I'm selling them, I definitely clean it up and I stamp. I have a little stamp that says Jodison Art on the back, and that's it. I'm gonna show you how I made these tiles really quick. And if you guys have any questions, let me know. And happy gift making, happy DIY. Just let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks. Okay, so let's get started on these coasters. I use a little shower cap to protect my spinner. Super helpful. I'm using the Walmart Colorplace Satin White today. And my first color I'm going to be using is Ultramarine by Glidden. And the next color I'm going to be using is quinacridone magenta. This is also another golden fluid acrylic. Then we're going to be using peacock feather. This is a Colourate pigment, primary elements. Beautiful green. And then we have another green. This is Kiwi by Colourate again. And lastly, we're using this teal color by Grumbacher. And then we're going to just use the white cell activator, which is Australian floetrol and titanium white by Amsterdam, 3:1. And we're just going to give that a quick blowout. So we're just going to spin this out. Let's take a look at this. Looks pretty cool. Got some nice blue cells, a little bit of depth in there. And now what we're going to do is just make 3 more of the exact same thing. So I'm going to speed up the next 3. Okay, we're going to start the next set of tiles that we're doing, another set of 4, and we're going to change up our colors. So still using our Walmart Colorplace in satin white. And I'm only going to do real time for the first tile, then we'll go fast. Just to give you an idea of what the tiles look like, and you can speed it up if you want. First color that we're going to be using today is Pineapple Crush by Colourate. And then we used Apple Rose, and then we're going to put down a little Interference Gold. This is Love You Pink, another Colourate pigment. And here we go with a little white cell activator. We're actually going to use a little black cell activator on the top. So we're going to do a double cell activator and try to get some of those island cells. And here we go for the quick blowout. And cells are developing, so we're just going to give this a quick spin. You don't want to put too much paint on there, your pillow paint, or else you're really going to spread all of your cells out. I was trying to get more island cells here. So let's take a quick look at what we have. And it's pretty cool. Lots of fun stuff going on in there. So we're going to move on to the next 3 coasters. And we're going to speed this up for you. Okay, we're doing our next set of coasters, and this time we're going to use some black pillow paint. This is the Glidden Essentials in Onyx Satin. And I found this actually at Walmart. So just spreading it out a little bit. Again, we're just going to do the first tile in real time, and then I'll speed it up. Now we're not doing a bloom this time. We're going to do kind of a minimal swipe, and you'll see how pretty it turns out in the rest of the tiles as well. We're going to be using just a little palette knife for this particular swipe today. The first color that we're going to be putting down is Fluorescent Purple by Liquitex. This is a pretty strong color, so I put it on the bottom a lot, and I try not to use too much of it because it can definitely take over your painting. And up next, I'm going to be using Ultramarine Blue. This is by Glidden. Then we're going to add a little of that kiwi that we saw in the earlier set of coasters. And then we're going to be using that interference gold. Interference gold against black really shows up, and it really gives your cells or your swipe a lot of dimension. If you watch any of my videos, you know that this is one of my favorite colors. And I'm going to give a swipe and you're going to see why. So just using a little palette knife, putting the cell activator directly onto the palette knife. There we go. We're just going to do a little swipe across here. You can see they pop up pretty quick. I'm going to do 2 swipes here. Just fixing a mistake I made there. Now this one's a little bit more time consuming than the bloom, but I find it super relaxing, and they really come out spectacular, so it's worth your while to take your time. And I also find that these ones sell a lot quicker than any of the other tiles do. So as you can see that interference gold there, and when you put a coat of resin on this, it really pops. You can see such sparkle. What a beautiful color it is. So here we just add a little bit of a design to it. I didn't want just a straight swipe. It almost flew off, which happens frequently. Here we go. We're just going to open this up. And just look how pretty this is. So you can only imagine when you put some resin on there, finish the back up and set it up with another 3 just like it. Great gifts, and they're great items to sell in craft fairs or art booths. So we're just going to speed up again for the next 3, and then I'll see you back for the last set. So here we are on our last set of coasters, and what I did with these is I took some of the colors that we used in our previous coaster sets and just made a new color combination. Of course, I'm using that interference gold because I'm using the black, and you know, these are just such unique pieces. And you know, with inflation and everything, if you want to save some money this year, do these. I think the tiles cost me about 25 cents each, and the backing was really cheap. And you know, resin, it's a little time consuming, but people really appreciate this because you give them a little piece of your heart. If you guys have any questions at all about any of my techniques, all of my products that I use today are listed in the description as well. So just reach out if you need anything, and have fun doing it, guys. Thanks for watching.